Well, this has been an interesting trip, to say the least. A couple things have happened so far. Thought we'd fill you guys in. I don't know if you all are aware of the death wobble on these Ford F-250s, but we got to experience that firsthand last night coming home from Chattanooga. We were coming down a steep grade of a mountain on the side of a mountain, and the truck was coasting, and you know, we were just in the truck. We didn't obviously have the trailer. The trailer was back at the campground, but we were heading from Chattanooga back towards the campground when we were going down this hill, and I was trying to slow us down a little bit because coasting, it was still wanting to go like 65 mile an hour. So I'd hit the brakes a little bit, and I would get the shimmy on the steering wheel, you know, a little bit, and I'd back off the brakes, and it would calm down. Long story short, right as I started to hit the brakes to slow down again, we hit a really bad pothole, and this truck started bouncing like a bucking bronco. I mean, the steering wheel was going crazy. I tried using the brakes, it wouldn't help. I tried letting off the brakes, it wouldn't help. It was just out of control, bouncing. And Alli was freaking out.
Yes, I was.
She was freaking out a little bit, but we got her under control, and that was that. Well, now we're hooked up. We got our RV in tow behind us, and we're heading towards DERHER'S Island State Park for the next few days. And during some slowdown in rush hour traffic through Atlanta, yeah, so some guy hit us in an SUV and bumped the back end of our RV. We were luckily in stop and go traffic, and we were barely moving, but we felt the shudder, and Alli was like, I think we just got hit. And I said, I think we did too. And I look back there, and there's an SUV trying to work his way over 3 lanes of traffic to get to the express lane, and he took off like a bat out of heck. So we took the first exit we could to get out and inspect if there was any damage, because our spare tire for the RV is on the back bumper, and apparently he hit that, skinned up the cover on the tire a little bit. But one thing I did notice while I was getting gas, while we were stopped, was one of the stabilizer arms had popped up, and the piece that keeps it in place, keeps it from bouncing out, did its job and kept it from bouncing out. But apparently he hit us hard enough to knock that thing to where it was wanting to jump out of its little spot there where it hooks in. We've had some adventures on this trip.
Well, I would say everything always comes in threes, and you already had your first one back at home.
That's true. As we were leaving, I had a little incident with the trailer. I'll explain that more later. So yeah, this was the third quote-unquote incident.
We're done.
So hopefully that's it.
We're done.
Good morning, guys.
This is Christmas Eve.
And we are in DERHER'S Island State Park in South Carolina.
Yep.
We're going to do a little hiking this morning. Right now we're going to do the Billy Dreher Trail. And supposedly there's ruins of the Billy Dreher's old home here, which we did not see the last time we were here, so this ought to be interesting. Those of you who are new to our channel, last year we did an epic cross-country trip. We drove 3 days straight to get to Arizona and the Grand Canyon. Christmas Day, we were at the Grand Canyon, and it was snowing, and it was completely a whiteout. We couldn't even see the canyon when we first got there.
So we'll leave a link up here above.
Yeah, if you want to check out some of those older videos from last year, because they were pretty
epic.
Pretty epic, and it was quite the whirlwind trip for us. We went from Grand Canyon to Sedona to Tombstone, and then back home. A lot we crammed into 16 days. We're the only people out here, and there's not a whole lot of campers here right now either. Nikki's gonna get a little off the leash time. She hardly ever gets to do this. And she's a happy girl, aren't you, Nikki? Well, I think we found the Billy Dreher ruins straight ahead.
There's a tree. Come on.
So these are the ruins.
So this is, we've discovered the ruins of the Billy Dreher's house.
In this fireplace.
Mm-hmm.
So.
And the last time we were here, I gave some background information about, I have ancestors.
That's true, yeah.
That are underneath the water here. They're buried.
She has family ties to Lake Murray, literally.
And we'll put the link up here as well.
As we came upon the ruins here of Billy DERHER'S house, we've seen this sign here, and it gives a little information about it, that he lived between 1857 and 1938 here.
As y'all know, we just love finding things like this that are historical. So this is really cool.
A little hard to see the trail with all these trees down right now in places, but they still do have the white arrow marker trail signs on several of these trees. Yeah, it's funny, when I lived in Indiana growing up and fall would come around and the leaves would start falling, I would get kind of melancholy and depressed. But as we've lived in Florida, or as I've lived in Florida for the last 30 plus years, coming back and seeing the fall leaves and the trees bare, it's not a melancholy feeling anymore. It's I feel good. I love it. I miss it. Certainly don't get this in Florida.
Hi! All right, have fun.
Here we go. Ready? Ready? This ain't working out so well. I'm stuck. Wait. You didn't wait for me. There you go. Whoa!
Nikki, where's Daddy? Nikki, where's Daddy? Where is he? Where'd he go? Where'd he go? She's looking for you. Where is he?
Well, we are all packed up and ready to hit the road. We had a good time here. It's a beautiful campground, and this site being on the water was just absolutely beautiful. Campfire last night here was quite pleasurable, sitting there watching the sunset. But now we are heading on to North Carolina, near the Asheville area, and we are meeting up with some YouTube friends, the Wandering Wagners. They're actually last minute plans to meet up and camp together this weekend, or this week. So we're going to meet them today. It's about a 2-hour drive, and our plan is to visit Chimney Rock, and also while I'm there, I'm going to go visit my family on my mom's side that I haven't seen in a long time. Honestly, they have never met Alli, and we've been married, what, 13, 14 years now. So this will be very interesting and very fun, and a good chance to catch up with some family. All right, we will see you guys in Asheville, North Carolina.
Hey guys, we are heading to Rutledge Lake Campground near Asheville, North Carolina. We are meeting up with the Wandering Wagners, Lynn and Mike. We'll see you there.
We just made it to Rutledge Lake Campground and just met the Wagners, Lynn and Mike.
Yep.
What a great park this is. We're right on a lake, and there's all kinds of ducks and geese and ice
snow
and
on the ground.
snow, and Nikki's loving it. We like this campground. It's more of a resort though, not what we're typically used to. We typically like the state park-y type feel,
But they do have fire ring for a fire.
They do have a fire ring. That's most important. We're going to need a fire tonight. She is liking this view from the couch, aren't you, Nikki? Yes, she is. She says, this is my kind of campground.
We have met the Wagners and little Guy and Piper, and they're such a sweet family. We've really enjoyed spending time with them, and we are actually on our way right now to Chimney Rock.
I'm gonna meet up with them.
Yep, and the hike is supposed to be about about a mile and a half round
trip. Yeah.
round trip.
Yeah.
So they're actually only letting a certain amount of people in because of COVID. So we're hoping, since it's Monday, that there won't be a lot of people there.
Yeah.
We can get in. So,
but Mike and Lynn are camping right a couple sites over from us.
So they came over and hung out in our trailer for a little while last night, and then we went to dinner with
Friends from back home.
Yep, we met up with them, and it's crazy we had to travel this far just to be able to hang out with them. They were actually up here visiting their daughter, so we went to a really yummy restaurant last night. It was, what was it called, Chuck?
Rocky's Tennessee Hot Chicken, I think was the full name.
And I broke my keto diet last night. Had some fried chicken.
Yep.
And some fried okra.
Lynn's coming back down already. Oh, we made it to the top.
We made it to the top.
What a long bunch of stairs.
I cannot believe we made it.
Yeah.
I had to stop so many times, but I'm
Thank
so
God
proud
Lynn
of
pushed
myself.
us. Lynn pushed us.
Yep, she did.
And she's watching Nikki right now. Some beautiful views from the top of Chimney Rock here. Absolutely beautiful. And very crowded. Very crowded. One thing we would say about Chimney Rock was it was so crowded at the top that I think it would have been better served for everyone had the park officials would have had somebody standing at the bottom of the stairs, maybe only allowing a group of 10 or 15 up at a time, and restricting the time limit up there at the top for maybe 5 minutes before making that group come down and let another group go up, because it was a little hard to enjoy with like 40 or 50 people up there on the top of that rock, which I would easily say that there was that many people up there at the top of the rocks. So it made it kind of hard to get pictures and even relax and just be able to take in the entirety of the views up there. But we had a great day hiking, and we felt quite accomplished that we actually were able to do it, and that Nikki was able to do it. We did end up taking the shuttle back down, though. That is one thing. Rather than hiking the whole way back down, we took the stairs all the way back down to where the shuttle would bring people up, and we waited for a couple rounds of shuttle buses to come through before we got on a shuttle bus and headed back down the mountain. All in all, it was a great experience, and I'm glad we all got to experience it together. So we're wrapping up our time here with Mike and Lynn, who we didn't really tell you guys beforehand, but they reached out and they were looking for a place to camp, and we all met up here in North Carolina at
Where are we at?
Rutledge.
Yeah,
Rutledge Lake.
Yeah.
RV.
It's a hard one. Rutledge Lake RV Park.
And
Not bad.
And it's got a really cute pond. It was frozen, and there's a lot of ducks. They were really
ducks.
cute.
And ducks and geese.
Yeah.
Those ducks were loud last night.
They were very loud last night. Decent RV park, but they are stacked in here.
Yes,
On top of each other.
very close quarters.
If you're looking to be have a scenic little remote place, yeah, it's not the place for that.
No.
But the location was pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's
and
full hookup.
Full hookups, yeah. And,
That is definitely true.
and these lake views are really cool, especially I guess it would be really great in the summertime if you were sitting back here and enjoying
Right.
the ducks and everything. But we are going to be sad to see you guys go.
I know.
Alli and I are heading up to see my aunt
Yep.
Aunts, actually,
Aunts.
plural.
And cousins.
You guys
and
are heading
tomorrow
on
we
Indiana?
head back, and you guys go to Indiana.
Yep,
Yep.
we're heading to another park in southern Indiana.
Sweet. My home state, so.
Yeah.
Good, great times.
Yeah.
We'll see you guys next week. So our site was really cool here. We had this little patio deck right here. Didn't get to use it though. A little too chilly. And now that the day is warm and sunny, we have to make a day trip. So we're not gonna get to use it today. But it's pretty neat. All right, so it's 11 a.m. We hope to be on the road by 11 a.m. to head to Asheboro, North Carolina to see my aunts and all my cousins. I haven't seen my family in many, many years before I met Alli, so it's been a long many years. So excited to get to see everybody.
Well, good morning, guys. We had such a wonderful time yesterday going to Asheboro, North Carolina to see Chuck's family. He hasn't seen his family since how long?
Everybody there, none of them had ever met Alli before, so it's had to be over 14 years for the majority. And my cousin Gene, I hadn't seen since I lived in Indiana. So we're talking, I was 17 or younger since the last time I seen Gene. And that was really awesome reconnecting with him. All good people, really great people. And we are not going to let that much time pass again, I'm telling you, before we go and hang out with them again. Make it a point to stop and visit.
So as we were heading home last night and kind of recapping on our little trip and visit with them, we were kind of bummed because we didn't get any pictures with them. And we realized, you know, it was so awesome to be able to spend all that time with them and talk and laugh that we just didn't even...
Never even touched our phones.
No. So I guess when you're having that much fun, you don't even care about your phone.
Right.
In this day of technology, a lot of people just all they want to do is sit on their phones, but...
That's what family, getting together with your family, I feel is all about.
It's all about, everybody sits in one room and we laugh and carry on and
at dinner,
reminisce about the old times. And so it was just a wonderful time. And it was honestly one of the best parts of this trip, I'm just going to say.
Really enjoyed our time with Mike and Lynn from Wandering Wagners.
Yeah, and so nice being able to meet them. They're just great people. If you have not subscribed to the channel, you have to check out the Wandering Wagners. They're just great, down-to-earth people that are real, and I love that about them.
Now for the 9-hour drive home.
Yep, that's
Thanks,
true.
guys. Thanks for watching. If you're new here, we would really appreciate if you would hit that subscribe button.
And ring that bell notification so you can follow us on our journey.